provided by...
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Thanks to Sky Rizzy, I'm on my way with clearer skin. 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Sky Rizzy is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
Nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Sky Rizzy. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
My real name is Brad Pitt, born with it.
Monday on ET, Brad's Hollywood Evolution Plus, what you never knew about his romances and bromances.
I steal hearts.
All right, before we get this long weekend started, we have one last Hollywood headline.
Have a good Memorial Day weekend, everybody.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Evil is back.
We've already hunted werewolves and demons. Are we now hunting witches?
Okie dokie.
The 4th and final season of the supernatural drama is streaming now on Paramount Plus, but this tight-knit cast is not ready to say goodbye.
Well, we bought a flat, the 3 of us.
We all live
Like
together
friends.
now.
That is actually not a bad idea.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about that.
I'm supporting Uvalde and the parents.
The failures are still out there.
The time has come to do the right thing.
We won't forget what happened.
Remembering their names. It was 2 years ago today that a shooting here in Uvalde rocked this community and rocked the nation. 19 students and 2 teachers lost. And here at Town Square, where I am now live, you can feel the weight of this day as a community comes together to help, to heal, and to remember. And all day what we have seen both here at Town Square and at Robb Elementary itself are people coming to the crosses, dropping off flowers, maybe bringing balloons, maybe bringing handwritten notes to say that they still remember the 21. Our Daniela Ibarra also with us here in Uvalde. She joins us from the Uvalde Amphitheater right now. And they're not just the Uvalde community. The show of support doesn't end at the Uvalde city limits, Daniela. I know that you've talked to a lot of people today, some who've come from hundreds of miles because they felt like they needed to be here.
Yeah, you're right. People did feel like they needed to be here. We spoke with people at the Town Square where you are right now and at different remembrance ceremonies just about why they say that they felt like they needed to be here. Now, I want to set the scene for you as to where we are. We're at the amphitheater. We're in just a couple hours. Family members of the 21 victims will come for a candlelight vigil, and crews are out here preparing the stage, and they also have the number 21 prepared to be lit up this evening. Now, I want to show you a remembrance ceremony that we were at earlier today. You can see butterflies were released during that ceremony. Several members of the Uvalde community, including a survivor of the shooting, listened to a choir perform Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And Steve, let me tell you, it was really touching. Bells at St. Philip's Episcopal Church rang at 11:32, marking the moment the deadly shooting began. Priscilla Fernandez from San Antonio has spent time working with the Uvalde community over the last year.
There's a lot of emotions. So I don't have young children, but, you know, when we think of the world and we think of tragedies that happen and shootings that happen with young children or teachers, educators, it's very heavy on everybody's emotions because it continues to happen.
And out at the Town Square, people have stopped throughout the day to pay their respects. That includes Sandra Fuentes, who made the drive from San Antonio.
A lot of emotion. A lot of emotion. Just trying to understand why it happened. That's all. Why? Shouldn't have happened that way.
And in about half an hour, a prayer service will be held back at St. Philip's, which is where that remembrance ceremony with the butterflies was earlier. And in about an hour, there's going to be a prayer vigil out at the at the county fairplex, I should say. And the last one of the day is going to be here at the amphitheater, where Steve, the families will be here.
Daniela, thank you. We'll check back in with you at 6 o'clock. And I am struck by the fact that, again, we're in the middle of Uvalde, in the middle of town. And like I said, it's almost like you can feel the weight of what this day means to this community. And it's an event that certainly stretches, like I said, beyond the Uvalde city limits. There are people from around the world who have come and wanted to show their support to Uvalde. Rosaries on a cross in front of Rob, flowers in front of pictures, 21 balloons to signify the lives lost. The community received letters and support from all over the world, and for one Uvalde native, she keeps them preserved at the city's library to remember the history and to remember those who are hoping Uvalde will heal.
You have so many items. When you see cards and canvas drawings and art from all over the country,
right,
these are more than just numbers and items to you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. These are people's stories and their hearts and their ways to connect, even though they might not be from here. It's a way that they're showing we're here with you, whether we're not physically, there with you. This is a piece of them for our community, and I think that's really important. This is a piece of our history now, and we want to honor the lives that were lost, and we also want to honor the people that showed up to support, because they are doing that in their own way.
Where do you think the city is? Where do you think the community is right now in the healing process?
That's hard to say. And I would say again that every day is a different day. And there are so many people working towards healing and trying to say, we're here, we want to support. And I think as far as the families, we try to respect and not, call them. We just offer service when they need services. But I think that it's going to be a long road of healing.
As we're back out here live at Town Square, these are friends and family of Lexi Rubio, one of the 21 lost at her cross here at the pond, the fountains in the middle of Town Square. Just some of the things that are playing out here live. Somber day for sure, as it should be, and there are a lot of families that will tell you that action and accountability in the 2 years since this tragedy simply hasn't been enough. But you get the feel that today is really about the 21 lives lost, and making sure that their lives aren't lost in all that has happened since that tragedy. And coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to talk to a couple of survivors. One, a teacher who came face to face with that gunman, and one, a little girl who laid flowers at Robb Elementary today in memory of her friends that were lost 2 years ago. Myra, Ursula, let's send it back to you in San Antonio.
Yeah, today is about remembering their names. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, and you can hear in everybody's voice just that little bit of hurt, or a lot of hurt, that's still ever present.
Yeah.
And the story goes on. The Uvalde shootings at the center of a newly filed lawsuit now. Today, several victims' families sued 3 companies for wrongful death.
That includes Instagram's parent company Meta, Activision, that's the company behind the Call of Duty video game, and Daniel Defense, the manufacturer who made the AR-15 style assault rifle that was used in that shooting.
The lawsuit accuses the companies of marketing the weapon to underage boys in video games as well as on social media. New at 5, a community searching for answers after the death of a 4-year-old boy. According to police, that child was walking across an apartment complex parking lot when he was hit by a car and killed.
The preschooler was by himself at the time when this happened. And as Katrina Weber shows us, some people are blaming his parents, but others are coming to their defense.
The pain is in plain sight at the Bearcrest Apartments, evident in this memorial set up around a tree. It steps from where 4-year-old Zayden Francis was hit by a car Tuesday evening. He died 2 days later.
He was so adorable. He was such a cute little kid. He was so nice. He always said hi.
Michael English says Zayden was a familiar face at the gated apartment complex on North General McMullen near West Commerce.
This little kid, we always saw him just walking around by himself.
Police say that's also what the preschooler was doing that day, walking on his own across the parking lot. By all accounts, Zayden was leaving this playground at the time. Witnesses say that he was heading home when he apparently stepped into the path of the car and was hit. Police have not filed any charges against the driver. Some people blame Zayden's parents, while others say it's not their fault.
I think he had a habit of opening the door.
Roseanne Alvarado says the parents had taken steps, installed special door locks to keep him from roaming.
Because the complex took it off. So that's why they're upset, because they had that for his own safety.
Hi, my name is Katrina Weber. I'm from KSAT 12 News, and I had a few questions regarding a fatal crash that happened within your property. Could you please call me back? I tried to ask the apartment management about it, but no one responded.
It was just a terrible, terrible situation.
Michael English, meanwhile, hopes what happened will remind people to be more careful so no one has to experience this kind of pain again. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
He was already slated to retire next week, but Shannon Sims, the director of the city's animal care services, apparently starting his retirement early. ACS officially named an interim director today. Back in January, KSAT reported that Sims would be retiring from the agency. The decision came after last year there were multiple dog attacks and high stray counts, with animal advocates saying that the city needed to make a change in that position. According to a spokeswoman for ACS, Sims' last day was Wednesday. It's unknown why he decided to retire early.
Today, the start of the Memorial Day holiday weekend, and it's the last day of early voting in the primary runoff election. Polls are closing tonight at 8 o'clock. If you miss out, you'll have to cast your vote on next Tuesday, May 28th. That's the runoff election day. If you didn't vote in March, you can still vote in the runoff. But if you did vote in March, you must vote within the same political party. If you have any questions, just head over to KSAT.com. We have everything you need to know before going to the polls. We have a sample ballot, candidate information, polling locations, and a lot more. Just scan the QR code right there you see on your screen. We also want to give you an update on traffic. It is a hot day to be stuck in traffic, and there are some folks at 410 and Babcock who are doing just that. Traffic moving slowly around what appears to be a little sedan that got slammed into the wall there on 410. There are 2 fire trucks on the scene and a lot of people standing around the car. The car has dented up on all sides. Don't know exactly what happened here, but we do know the traffic is moving slowly in both directions.
Yeah, hot day to be standing out on that pavement for sure.
Very much so, especially now that the clouds have largely cleared out locally and we have all that sunshine beating down on you, which warmed us up to 98 officially for the high temperature, at least high temperatures so far today. I say that because sometimes in the 6 o'clock update, it fluctuates upward by a degree. The average high being 89, and notice that record 101. Floresville at 100 degrees, along with Eagle Pass 91. In Kerrville, that's in Daniel's backyard, Panna Maria right now at 98 degrees, Shirts at 97, along with Seguin. Lavernia, triple digits at the moment, feeling the heat out there. No chance of rain for us around here this evening. It's all just to the north, outside of our area, even north of Austin, but warm and very humid. 85 at 10 o'clock. By midnight, we're 81, but that's half the story. A lot of what we have here going forward is about the heat index, the feels like temperature. We'll get into that in a moment.
All right. Thank you, Adam. Still ahead here on the News at 5, your trusty grill might be seasoned perfectly, but if you see flaking or yellow flames, might be time for a new one. We have some options, and we'll tell you how best to maintain them coming up. Here's a look at what we're working on for the news at 6 o'clock today. There was no cause of death determined. We're still following the trial of a man accused of beating a 5-year-old boy. What testimony revealed today and why an anthropologist is weighing in on this case. Plus, it started out as a test run just over 2 years ago, and now this mental health program has not only gone citywide, it's poised to go 24/7. So what's next for SA Core? All that and more on the news at 6 o'clock.
It's a long holiday weekend. A lot of folks are going to be firing up their grills, but like me. The question is it time for a new one?
12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz on the signs of dangerous wear and tear and some recommendations for gas grills and gear.
It's time for the summer sizzle. But before you get your grill on,
give it a thorough once-over. Do a deep clean and look for any parts that may need to be replaced.
Here's what to look for. If you see yellow or uneven flames, you have a clogged burner. You can clean the holes with a toothpick, but if your flames still aren't blue, you need new burners. Flaking or cracked grates should also be replaced. A leaky or cracked hose can be dangerous, and so can an iffy igniter. Gas can build up in the grill and lead to a fireball. If the firebox is overly rusty or cracked, it's time for a new grill. Consumer Reports tests can help.
For gas grills, we look at preheat performance, how evenly the grates heat up, whether the grill can cook over indirect heat, and how broad a temperature range the grill has. We also look at convenience and sturdiness for every grill.
Weber grills get high marks from owners, and this mid-sized Weber Genesis got top marks in tests. On a budget, tests showed this Monument grill isn't as sturdy as the Weber, but performed just as well, and it won't burn a hole in your wallet. You also need to clean your grill, so CR tried several grill brushes on stuck chicken and salmon skins and melted cheese. This metal one from Grill Daddy worked well, but it's pricey. This $10 nylon brush also got the job done, but it won't last as long because nylon can melt.
If you're going to use a bristle brush, be sure you thoroughly wipe down your grates because the bristles can come out and stick to your food, and you don't want to bite into that.
Finally, to cut down on the sticking, preheat the grill for 15 minutes. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
I'm not the griller at my house, but it sounds like Ursula and Adam.
We try.
Y'all are the grillers.
Adam's the griller. I'm the would-be griller.
Well, and I prefer to just smoke using just regular logs of wood. You know, that's what
that's right.
You know, so when I do something quickly, I just fire up the propane. You know, so I'm not completely 100% a purist over here. I can't take that. But I will say I do clean the grates with an onion. Both on the pit.
With
Yeah,
an
onion. Yeah, cut it in not even half, or just even cut it in half, and then get it hot, and then scrape it down. And that really cleans it off, and you got a little acid on there too.
I was going to say something about the acidity.
Yeah, that helps.
Out.
Yeah, and then so what if you have a little bit of onion residue? Right?
Yeah, it's still gonna taste good.
Yes, please.
So, and then you don't have to worry about the bristles that can get from the brush into your food. All right, let's get right to our weather headlines here. We actually have some weather to talk about too, as much as I'd love to keep talking about smoking meat. Afternoons all weekend right near 100 degrees, but that's just half the story because we really do have to factor in the humidity. Dew points in the 70s, making it feel like up to 112. So heat indices at times for a few hours each afternoon could be up to about 110, 111, 112. Storm chances do return next week, but don't get your hopes too high, okay? Don't get your hopes up. We're looking at 20% chances. Notice that thick haze out there again today. It's going to give us a very vibrant sunset, just like what we had yesterday evening, a very red glow to the sun. That's because of the smoke in the air from the annual agricultural fires and burning in southern Mexico and Central America. 96 degrees, but with that dew point, feels like we're 109. 98 Port SA, Stinson at 100 even right now for the air temp. Helotes 94, Castroville at 95. A few 80s in the hill country. That's because the low morning clouds really stuck around longer west of I-35. But the feels like temperature, check it out. I mean, we've got feels like temperatures at and around 110. As we get into tomorrow, 79 in the morning, 90 at noon, and then 99 for our high temperature, but feeling like it's closer to 108 when you factor in the humidity. And across the board, high temperatures tomorrow, upper 90s, and even a little over 100 depending on your exact location. Here in San Antonio, at 100 Sunday and Monday. Should that verify, it would tie the record high for each day, and then we trim back high temperatures back into the mid-90s by the early and middle part of next week. All the storm action off to the north again. This is where it's going to be, generally speaking, the next several days. Some severe weather possible there. Some swirls in the upper Midwest and Northland. We're too close to the big blue H to give us any good storm chances. In turn, we're going to be dry through the weekend, but a little shift in the upper level high this upcoming weekend. by Monday, that is, by Monday and especially into early next week, gives us a 20% chance. So daily 20% chance. Some leftovers of West Texas and North Texas storms could affect us starting late on Monday.
Thank you so much, Adam.
All right, let's turn to sports now with Larry. What's the deal with these Chris Paul rumors?
Yeah, right now it's clearly just a rumor. I don't think it's going to happen, him come to the Spurs, because I really think Chris Paul wants to stay out in Los Angeles. But is CP3 going to join the Spurs? And the San Antonio Brahmas arrived in town today for their final home game of the regular season. Coming up. The Lakers and Spurs are potential landing spots for Warriors guard Chris Paul should he become a free agent this summer, per NBC Sports NBA contributor Mark Stein. Paul has a $30 million non-guaranteed contract with the Warriors for next season, which the Warriors can get out of by waiving Paul before the contract becomes guaranteed on June 28th. Paul is 39 years old, a 19-year vet, and coming off his worst season since his rookie campaign. Now the Spurs are looking for point guards to play with Wemby, and adding a high IQ guard like Paul could help. Now the Mavericks will play at the Timberwolves tonight in Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. Dallas won Game 1 Wednesday night, 108-105.
Making sure strategies ingrained in your head for tonight, and just be ready for a war-like environment. You know, very loud and very physical.
You know, we didn't play the way we know we can play Game 1, so tonight is a new opportunity for us to be better on both ends.
Last night, the Eastern Conference Finals, the Pacers lost at the Celtics 126-110, and Pacers All-Star Tyrese Halliburton left the game in the third quarter with a left hamstring injury, and he did not return. His status for Game 3 tomorrow is up in the air, and Boston leads 2-0. Just a couple of hours ago, the San Antonio Brahmas arrived in town ahead of their final home game of the season. The team made the playoffs last week with a win, so you'd think they take the foot off the gas, right? But facing the undefeated Birmingham Stallions has motivated the team this week. Head coach Wade Phillips and the players want to send them back to Alabama with their first loss in 13 games.
You're motivated, certainly, and then once you reach a goal, then you need another goal. And our next goal is to win this game.
You know, I think that's a huge challenge for us to go in and try to take one from them and get them in that loss category. So looking forward to the challenge. Obviously, it's going to be a good game, and hopefully we can come out with more points than them.
Anytime you got a great team on the other side of you playing, you got to get ready to go to work, because we're just still trying to get to the next level. You know, we're at this level, you know, so we got to take it one day at a time. Keep stacking them days, man.
The Brahmas will host the Stallions tomorrow at 2 p.m. at the Alamo Dome, and it's live right here on KSAT 12.
All right. Thank you, Larry.
We'll be right back.
We need the rain, but unfortunately, it's not looking all that promising. But as our weather pattern shifts next week, it gets into a type of pattern where we can get leftovers of West Texas and North Texas storms. So we have a daily 20% chance starting late Memorial Day on Monday and then all week. The big headline, the heat and humidity, making it feel like it's around 110 to even 112 each afternoon this weekend.
Brutal. Thank you, Adam.
Yeah. Ouch. Thanks for watching the news at 5.
World News is next.